basketball games, and
man, leave that man
and Batum and all these guys have been passed around the league.
Post game tonight.
Listen, I'm just saying, all these guys. Man, listen, all these guys who have been NBA fodder, okay, all these guys are better than the role players you have. So that should be an indictment on your front office to say, hey, we're just not good enough.
Now you cooking with gas. Now you cooking with gas.
That's the bottom line.
I wanted to bring this up. I guess a tweet Bobby Marks put up just maybe about 15 minutes ago. It's about I don't know if it was some throwing some shade at Rick, but it was somebody. It said we talked about it. It said tweet says Dallas has been to the playoffs 9 times with Rick Carlisle as head coach. They have lost in 7 of the first round. 6 first round exits in a row since winning the championship in 2011. Don't know if it means anything. I'm just putting that out there. But
I mean, there's truth to that. There's truth to that, Kendrick. But at the same time, they can say what they want to. They can point that out there, and there's a lot of truth to that. We can't dispute the facts. But I would also challenge that person who clearly has the Meek Mill Twitter fingers. Please tell them to also identify a time where Rick has had a valid team that deserves to get out of the first round. Please retweet that and let them know it's at Radio Ray.
That's ESPN's own Bobby Marks. Let's put that out there. But
I don't put validation behind ESPN.
But
wait a minute, that came from ESPN directly.
Yeah, ESPN Bobby Marks.
Oh, hey, he might be in trouble. If ESPN is tweeting. If ESPN texts on it, that must mean something getting ready to happen. Because when ESPN start making comments about you, you know what's getting ready to happen.
But but I'm gonna say this: both of you guys are right. In a certain way, this like we've been saying this all along, Billy. This team has no talent. You want to know the reason why Dwight Powell got 5 minutes? Because he let was it Charles Mann? What's that dude? Man, the little rookie man. Terrence Mann. He let Terrence Mann bully ball him in the rim. Missed the layup, got the rebound, put it back in, and then got an and one off Dwight Powell. That's why Rick took his behind off the rim. You gotta play more physical than that.
You don't take him out for that. That's just a part of the game. You don't take him out and put Trey Burke in instead.
I agree with you on that. I don't know if it was desperate or what. And listen, as bad. Listen, Jalen Brunson may not have been having the best game, but he's a better basketball player than Trey Burke. He's a better basketball player than Trey Burke. You can't put a guy in who hadn't played in 1 minute in the series. That's just I guess. Well, maybe he had to play desperate. I don't know. Maybe he thought the stuff was slipping away from him. But it's a question. I think as far as the KP thing that's run its course, don't be so shocked if he's moved. It may be 10 cents on the dollar, but don't be shocked if he's moved this offseason. What do you have? 12 and 5.
I tell you this, Kendrick. It's one or two things. Either Rick is gone or KP is gone. I don't see either one of them back. Because and I think I'm gonna agree with on this, Bill. It's a coaching issue. You got KP just standing off on in the corner. That's a coaching issue. I mean, I don't know what happened. Yes.
Maybe the I'm gonna say the with Stephen Silas leaving in the offseason, maybe that changed it. And now you got Mike. I told you I was going to bring up his name, Mike Weiner, who's now the new offensive coordinator who wants to play this Houston Rocket hybrid style that didn't even work for the Houston Rockets. And they had better talent on their team. So now they just basically, the offense basically is Luka, go create. If you can get to the rim, if you can't, if they collapse on you, drive a kick for 3-point shooters who aren't good 3-point shooters. What did Maxey make a shot again tonight? He went.
No, he was cold. And he got minutes over Dwight Powell too.
3 games, 1 shot.
Hold on. 3 games. I think in the 3 games he gave you 0 points straight.
So he went back to being bubble Maxey. He went back to being last. But also you got even though he was shooting the ball well, he's still not a good player. Dorian Finney-Smith. Basically, you have to give him open shots you have to create shots for him, and you can't have it. And in today's NBA, your wings have to be able to create shots for themselves. They may not be all the same level of player, and you can make. I was telling somebody this. I said you could talk about Marcus Morris. Yeah, he's not on the same level player, but he can create a shot for himself when all hell breaks loose. Dorian can't do that.
Dorian was the second highest scorer on the team today with 18.
But most of that was catch and shoot three. Catch and shoot three is a couple putbacks. That wasn't for him creating something off of his own. Josh Richardson, good God.
Oh God.
That turnover he had when he just threw the ball at Luka's legs. He's already checked out. I don't think he's gonna pick up. I don't think he's gonna pick up that level, man. I think he's gonna go elsewhere. Good written. Trey Burke gotta go. Melly gotta go. Maxey gotta go.
Listen to these names that you're saying. Listen to these names.
Yeah, I can keep coming up some more of them.
But talent.
Like Dwight gotta go.
No.
Yeah.
We stuck with Dwight Powell. He signed a deal. He here for at least another 1 or 2 years. You stuck with Dwight Powell. Sorry. And you might be stuck with Kristaps Porzingis 1 more year too. Looking at his contract.
I think listen. I'm gonna agree with what my man what is it said. You can trade you can trade anybody's contract can be Mike Bassett. You can trade anybody's contract. You may get 50 cents or 25 cents on the dollar, but I think KP still has somebody will take a chance on KP. Now nobody might not take a chance on Dwight Powell, but somebody will take a chance on KP.
Hey man,
I can fix him.
Hey man, look, thank you for joining us all these Mavs games this season, man. I want to thank you so much, man. We're still debating if we're coming back next season, but when we do, man, we definitely want to see you again, man.
Hopefully so, brother. So yeah, man. Hey, I want to ask Billy something. Hey, Billy, who won the fight tonight?
Man, Money May in 3 rounds, man. Money May in the easy 3.
Kendrick, man, it's been a blast, man. We'll see you around soon, man.
All right, man. Y'all both have a good one.
All right. Sir. Hey, listen, this next guy is waiting to get a piece of you. This next guy is. He say he's not in section 320 because it's not a 420, but he's on section right 1 right here. Gordon, what's up, baby? Oh wait, he is in section 420.
Yeah, I'm in section 420 because there ain't no 320, man. Billy, we good, man. I appreciate everything you said all season because you're right. You're right on everything. But Rick gotta go.
Oh,
Rick gotta go. Look at the NBA. Look at the NBA right now, man. Look at the NBA right now. I looked at that Hawks game. I looked at that Brooklyn game. Ain't no way the Mavs with this roster is gonna even compare to that in the next 5 years. So do we overhaul now?
I agree.
Now,
I say you have to
Donnie Nelson needs to go to be the president of basketball operations and go do what he's been doing for the last 10 years or 11 years, which is act like he's doing something, but he's not really doing anything. Oh, I got Luka Doncic. Oh, great.
Right.
That's all I need to do. Oh, I got KP. Oh, that's all I need to do. Oh, I'm good. He's not thinking about where the NBA is right now. I was expecting the Mavs to lose tonight. That's why I ain't say nothing. I expect the Mavs to, because I know the NBA is one thing. They are not going to let 2 LA teams go down in the first round. They are not going to let 2 LA teams go down in the first round. So that's too big of a market. That's too big of a market. So I knew the Mavs were going down. But we did better than we did last year. Now, I can give Rick that. We won 1 game better and went 2 games further than what we did. 1 game further than what we did last year. So I give Rick that. My whole thing is this.
Right.
It's got to be a change. Look at Atlanta right now. They beat them boys in the first round. Their first year in the playoffs with Trae Young that we left up for Luka, okay, with Trae Young, and they won the first round, the second round. So what are we doing that's going to compare to that next year? I'm thinking of next year. I ain't thinking of 3 years, 4 years, 5 years from now. I'm thinking of next year. We got to get rid of Rick. Because Rick, in this way of doing it, he's like, oh, that's just the way the play. That's the way the playoffs went in 1990. That's the way the playoffs went in 2000. It's not the way the playoffs go right now. You got to run and gun. We got nobody on the team who can run and gun. But I wanted to say that. I also say, as a cancer patient this year, I'm happy. I'm going to be there as a season ticket holder next year. I already paid up. Only great thing about this loss tonight, I don't got to pay $1,000 to get tickets for second round. All right.
There you go.
So, yeah. So, we did good. I love what we did. But you know what? We always see Luka needs help. It's just like Jordan. Just like Jordan in 2006. He didn't have nobody until he got Rodman, until he got Pippen, until he got Grant, until he got Kukoc, until he got some shooters. And who don't give a fuck. Who been there? Yeah. We haven't been there. They have a team that's been there. We haven't been there. So I'm not mad at the loss. I'm disappointed at the loss. I'm disappointed. It went great. It would have went to the second round this year. I'm not disappointed. I'm not mad at them, though. Because you know what? Luka needs this. Luka needs these 7 games. Now, if they come back with the same team, they got to show me something out the gate. They got to show me something out the gate. I mean, talking about blowing out teams out the gate if they come with the second team with Rick. If not, I expect, Luka to learn the new team and get somebody else. But man, right now, we did good. We're in the game. That's why I was telling Mavs fans, I'm not sad because we're in the game. There's a lot of teams that won in the game. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
We in the game. We haven't been in the game for 10 years or 11 years. So we in the game. We making progress. But with this team right now, we got to get rid of him. I don't see Tim Hardaway back. Get rid of him while you can. Get rid of Tim Hardaway while you can. Or you're going to end up in the KP situation. I'm going to let y'all have it, though, bro.
Hey, Gordon, you're another person I want to thank for joining us in all these post games this season, man. Thank you for all the comments and joining the broadcast this season,
yeah,
man.
We're going to do a Cowboy season.
We're going to do a Cowboy season. There's talks of it. So we'll figure out. But, man, thank you for joining us this season, man.
Sure will. Keep listening, man.
Man, I hate that I have to say goodbye to people today, man. I wasn't set up. I wasn't cut for this today. I wasn't set up for this. But we got somebody else lined up to talk to us, Billy. I know, Billy. I can see the anguish in your face, man. This is upsetting. This is disappointing. For me, it is.
It's just disappointing more than I'm upset.
I'm disappointed, man. I am really disappointed. I'm very disappointed. But we got Mr. I think this is Mr. Ajayi here. Let's hear what he has to say. What's going on, man? What you got for us tonight, man?
Yeah, man. What's up? So, yeah, I mean, I've been mad about Carlos. I wish I knew you guys back when the season started. This group just popped up on me. But
right.
I'm in Kansas City. I'm from Dallas. I've been living in Kansas City for about 5 years.
Okay.
I got to Mahomes nonsense all day. I got to deal with the Chiefs stuff. So the Mavs. I'm the only person in my neighborhood talking about the Mavs. So I've been yelling every year or every game about Carlisle. When it's about Carlisle, that makes me mad. It's being reactionary. That's the problem that makes me mad with Carlisle. We knew the 2 samples that I had is game 3. Game 3, we're up. I knew it was going to be. I knew I'm like, Luka has to play the whole quarter.
And they pulled Luka. That
was a critical part in that series. I honestly think that if the Mavericks would have won that game or got the Clippers where they gave up, it would have been a completely different series. Game 6. I'm not mad about game 7 because I knew the chance was gone. Game 6 was another one where I just don't understand Carlisle's decisions on things, and also the front office. The front office, when they traded Curry for Richardson, I said, okay, what is Richardson going to do? Because I thought Richardson is better defensively, but he's not better offensively. He can't dribble. He can't play make. He's not a better shooter. So we basically gave up those three things for a better defensive player than Curry. That has not made it.
And he didn't even play. And he didn't even play a whole lot of minutes in the playoffs. We traded for JJ Redick and Melly that was supposed to help us in the playoffs, and they didn't even play.
Even the other trade that they did for Cash, I think it was that the dude that plays for Sacramento now, or they traded him to Detroit to play for the Kings, Wright. I felt like he was another guy. I was like, I don't understand the front office what they're doing, and to me, like I said in one of Billy's comments, one of the posts, I said, I think they have to try to make a trade to get McCollum. That's the only guy to me that can play off the ball.
Listen. Let me tell you something. Anybody that has the potential to take the ball out of Luka Doncic's hands, MFFLs and Dallas is not going for it. I'm gonna tell you that now. And CJ McCollum, if Luka come down and shoot a three, you better believe CJ McCollum is coming down to shoot a three. And Dallas ain't going for that.
No, but the thing about McCollum is, if you watch, the reason why I never liked McCollum and Lillard is because McCollum, he can create his own shot and he can shoot mid-range. He's very controlled. He can shoot mid-range shots.
Right.
That's why I like him. He has good size and he can shoot mid-range shots. He's not going to take away the ball from Luka. Like, I see people comment and say, oh, put Lillard in. Lillard can't play with Luka.
No, hell no.
And Lillard's not a pick. McCollum's, to me, the only guy that, honestly, the Mavericks have a decent chance to get, because look at these other guys that you're going to try to get. Like, who are you going to trade for? Like, to me, you got to do a sign-in trade and try to get rid of Hardaway and some other people to get McCollum. Like, I don't see any other players besides maybe John Collins, but that's going to cost a whole bunch of money to get him.
You know what the Mavericks need? The Mavericks need a 3-and-D guy. They need a straight-up spot-up shooter to put next to Luka. That's what you need.
They had him.
And they let him go, right. But see, my thing with Dame Lillard, and I talked about this the other night. In the studio with Dame Lillard and CJ. The problem is that when Dame Lillard scores, CJ McCollum feel like he got to come down and do the same thing. Except when Dame Lillard's on the floor, CJ McCollum needs to be a straight pull-up shooter. Now, when Dame Lillard out the floor, have at it. Go do your thing. Ball out. But when Dame Lillard's on the floor and it's Dame time, get over there, wait for the ball, and let it happen. No, he go get it. Dame come down and hit a three. Oh, I got to get mine too. Here he come. Brick. Now Dame Lillard look over there like, I was hot.
I would love him on this team, man. But, I mean, I don't think they're going to get rid of Carlisle. I think Carlisle, they love – Mark Cuban loves them here because they won the championship in 11. I wish they get rid of him. I wish they get rid of him, Billy, but they're not going to. I know they're not going to. So I already know what they're going to do. I'm hoping Cuban actually puts some start tank and pays to the Mavericks a little bit to make this team better, because I feel like he doesn't really care. This first time I saw him even in the game, I feel like he doesn't even care about the Mavericks anymore. They got the championship, like whatever. And I'm telling you, they don't build their team correctly. Luka's gonna leave. He's not gonna be like Dirk and be like, I'm gonna stay here forever.
Not another one. He's not going anywhere. He ain't going nowhere.
Man, not right now. No, not right now. But
Cuban's gonna make him too rich.
If you did what you did with Dirk, I mean, I felt like Cuban tried with Dirk. I feel like in the beginning, about 05 to 10, they tried to get Dirk players. Like, I don't know. I hope they do that with Luka, man, because I'm looking at the players around the league. Like, I really felt like they messed up that Curry one, man. Because that Curry one, even though it's a small one, I think that makes the difference, because they can't just clog the paint and bother KP. They can actually have to guard Curry. Richardson's out there. Richardson, Brunson, Finney-Smith, Cleaver, and Powell. And they still got Paul George out there. Like, what are you going to do? So,
hey, Jaja,
thank
you for joining. Thank you for joining us in the time frame you joined us, man. We greatly appreciate it.
Hope y'all do Cowboys one, man. Especially here in Kansas City. I gotta have somebody to talk to about the Cowboys, man. I got a Washington football team fan neighbor next door and an Eagle fan across the street, man. So come on, do a Cowboy one, please. Here in Kansas City.
All right, man. We'll sleep on it, man. We'll sleep on it. Look at that, Billy. We are in hot demand. Look at that. They want. We go for Mavericks and Cowboys. What they want. Hey, we got this guy was in here waiting. We got a new guy joining us. This is Malcolm Williams. Let's see what he had to say real quick. Malcolm, what's going on, man?
What's good, guys? Love the content. What y'all doing? This series was a roller coaster, but hey, Rick got to go, man. Rick got to go.
Get him out of there, Billy.
He has to go, and I feel like the whole coaching staff has to go. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has to go.
Why is that though?
It ain't no way to where Ty Lue should come in and outcoach Rick. It shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be that. I feel like KP, if KP would have gave us what he gave us tonight in the first two games, I think, in the game 3 and 4, I think we could have took this. But I blame this on Rick. Mark Cuban has to.
Go ahead, Billy. Go ahead, Billy.
Okay. Well, I hear you, man. And like I said, I don't have a problem with Rick Carlisle leaving. Excuse me. I think a lot of people are upset about Rick because they don't like the matchups and all that stuff and rotations. Okay, you'll be firing a coach every other week in the NBA if you think that if you don't like the way things change, whatever. It's about matchups. Now, obviously, there were things in this series a lot of us don't understand. Go ahead, carry on.
Oh, go ahead, Michael.
Yeah,
go ahead, Michael.
Like, Rick is a good coach, but he's been here too long, and I think this series is just one. He was over his head. He was overthinking instead of trying to get his top 2 players involved, instead of letting Luka just everything. And then just right now, we don't have a ball handler to be behind Luka, and we don't have that rim. Because KP, he's not, and we just gonna have to. Hopefully, we can shake up this whole roster and get Dwight Powell, traded. Go after somebody from Indiana, the 2 bigs, one of those, somebody. Just see what we have in the free agent, and just see what we can do of getting Luka. So.
Did we lose him?
But
no, I think we still got him.
I feel like we had a chance, and then Luka has to get in shape.
It says he's frozen on my screen. Let's see if he come back. It's frozen on my screen. Let's go to Frosty real quick. If Malcolm can come back, let's go. He froze on my screen. Maybe he'll come right back. I'll keep him in. I'm gonna keep him in here though, just in case. And but let's go to Frosty real quick. Let's hear what he has to say. Frosty, what's up, baby? Stay in there, Malcolm, if you can hear me.
What up? Hey, first off, before I get into what I was going to say, you just had said something, Billy. You said it's about matchups, right? Kendrick had said something before. He was like, he stated something that Scotty Marks or whatever his name is. The tweet has said, we lost 6 series in a row.
Right. He said it's been 9 series. It's been
right. But in
9 times.
It's been 6 times in a row. 6 years.
Well, hold on.
In a row.
He said it's been 9. We've been in 9 playoffs. We've lost 7, and 6 of them were in a row in the first round elimination. Is what it was. That's what it was.
Yeah. So anyway, in a row.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's not coaching. That's not, you know what I'm saying? I understand our team wasn't built, and then that one first round loss, the Spurs did go to win the championship because of Vince Carter's 3, you know what I'm saying? And they said, oh, we pushed them in the championship mode. I understand all of that. I get it. But when we like I said, I want to get back on the point, matchups. When we lose to in this season, when we lose to the Knicks, Phoenix, Cleveland, Charlotte, and remember when we had that 15 when we won against the Bucks, we was up 15 points, but won by 1.
Yeah.
That's not going for the kill. That's trying to win the game and not going. We're not playing high school ball anymore, running out the clock. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
hey, you know what happened? You know what happened, Frosty? You know what happened, Frosty? He started coming after the second half. You know what he started doing? He started coaching to not lose the game instead of what happened.
Exactly. We're going to win the game and trying to not lose it. Like that, you know, and I'm like I said, if you watch we're not constructed like you know, the Hawks and all of these other teams, but like I keep saying, this is the quote I keep saying all the time when we talk about Rick. When you look at every other team, they're playing like an iPhone and we're playing as a Nokia phone. Like we're just you know, not upgraded. You know what I mean? Like we're not up to par. And you did say something because I was rooting for him, and yes, it's disappointing, but this is a blessing in disguise. You know what I mean? Oh, one thing again before I say that it's a blessing in disguise. One thing before I say, I'm sorry, CJ McCollum. That Portland is my wife's favorite team. So besides Dallas, I watch every Portland game. Hell no, not CJ. CJ sells way too much, and my wife is in the Portland.
No, I'm telling you right now.
CJ sells way too much. We need somebody, if anybody, a Zach LaVine. He can get his shot whenever. You know what I mean? So getting onto this game, why did we lose the game? Boban was playing too many minutes. He was scoring buckets, but if you seen Luka when he scored those 2 straight threes in a row, KP, if you look at that play, KP already knew what was going to happen. He looked at Luka and he went like this because he knew Luka was going to go heave again and try to do that heat check. You know, and I understand, you know, but if Dorian, like I said last game, if Dorian Finney-Smith is our starter, we're gonna lose. Like we're gonna lose. You know what I mean? How is and I get it, like I said, but these are solidified players who and don't get me wrong, all the undrafted players we got are not even playing nowhere. Yogi, he ain't getting minutes. Who was that? Dominique. Who was that we tried? He ain't even in the NBA, bro. I
remember Dominique. Was it Smith or something?
Yeah, like we need to whoever is
Donnie Nelson.
He needs to go. We got Dirk. Like I said, so we got Dirk, and that was a blessing. We got Luka. Oh my gosh, that was a blessing. But look, it's 2021, and what have you done for me lately? We all season in here. We know that song. What have you done for me lately?
What is Shannon Sharp?
What'd you say again?
I was gonna say Shannon Sharp says, "Man, you got to update your resume.
You got to update your resume. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't done any, I think Rick know what's going on. Just how they Terry Stott had quit but got fired but quit.
Dennis Smith too. Dennis Smith is another.
Rick finna do that now. Who we're gonna get, I don't know. But before I leave, I'm not gonna lie. You gonna hate me, but I like this team.
You like what team?
Get this team, the team we have right now. Listen. No, okay. Listen. Just if we get now, like I said, I do know we go just in my world. Come in my world. If we get Lillard, Zach, Bradley Beal, you know, I do know we have to give up some pieces, but if we get that and keep our team.
That's not happening. Happening.
I understand, but look, how much money do we have to spend? Can we bring in someone and still keep this team? Because we only need 20 points. We really only need 10 points. You know what I'm saying?
Because you maxed out. Because they maxed out. What's the name?
We got to max out
KP.
Luka.
So no, they can't. Yep, and you got to max out Luka.
I don't know,
and you still have to pay Jalen Brunson if you keep him.
I think we can get. Okay, before I go, let me ask a question: who's our most valuable piece? So we can get somebody. KP lost his value, so that 100 and they gonna probably try to give us a non-superstar and some picks for KP, which we need a superstar. So, who is our most valuable piece so we can add on to this team so we can not be where we are and be on another level? I love y'all. I don't watch football.
There isn't, because you know what they did? They gave away all their draft picks.
It sucks. But I mean, and you get mad at this, but Luka's different. Like he will leave, bro. Like he will leave.
He's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. Trust me.
Being rich don't Luka, he gets money. Jordan gonna make him money. He gonna get money overseas. He's a worldwide phenom. Making them rich. He wants these. He want rings, bro.
Like I'll tell you this.
Yeah,
Mark Cuban, as long as Mark Cuban is the owner of this team. Now, if they switch up owners, yeah, but as long as Mark Cuban's on this team, Luka ain't going nowhere.
Okay, so just like you said, you was like nobody. So if they're not gonna upgrade, he's gonna go up. He's gonna be.
Here's the thing. Where's he going?
Where's he gonna go?
No. Here's the thing. If he leaves, you're gonna have to trade for him, right? So when you trade for him, you're gonna have to trade up half the roster to get him. So that means he's going to leave this place to go to another situation where the roster's bad. He might as well stay here.
James, no, he's going to have it because like you said, he has a clause. Exactly. Now, he's a superstar, so he's going to have that clause. He's not done.
Okay. Now here's the deal with that. Here's where the money part comes in. And his agent is going to tell him, no, you sign the contract, and then we'll try to trade you.
Remember, we said you can say all you want to say, but James Harden is on the Brooklyn Nets right now.
Right, but his agent told him sign the contract first.
Yeah.
You can say all you want to say, but Jimmy Butler is where every rumor is. He's in Miami right now.
Right,
you can say what you want to say, but players run the nation right now.
His agents told him sign the contract first, and then we'll trade you.
These players are saying now contracts don't matter. If I want to leave, what is Anthony? Is Anthony Davis in LA?
Hold on. No, you're talking about James Harden and Jimmy Butler leaving. They left on their second contract, not on their first one.
No, you're right.
Yeah, his first contract.
But Luka's not American. He been playing. Okay, so he already knows.
If you're gonna take that route, no foreign players ever left his team. If you're gonna go that route.
No foreign player has ever been Luka. No foreign player has ever been.
Yeah, right. I don't understand the whole logic behind
that. What do you mean no foreign players ever
besides Dirk, name another foreign player who's been great.
Olajuwon. What are you talking about?
Okay. Are you right? Okay.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
So are we talking every 10 years or because there's been foreign players every year who's been drafted, who's been top 10, top 5, top 15, and has been bust?
Four players in the NBA history have only left their team in free agency. Okay, 4. Shaquille O'Neal, Steve Nash.
You said LeBron?
4 players. No, I said 4 players have only left in free agency. 4 players in the NBA. Shaquille O'Neal, Steve Nash, LeBron James, and Kevin Durant. That's it.
Now, don't get me wrong.
Hold on. Okay. And the first 2 left because the owners told them, go out there and see what you can get in free agency, and I'll match it. Well, hell, the match that they got, they gave them too much money and came back and said, well, I can't match that, so you're going to have to go. And LeBron left because of what you're saying. The organization didn't get him what he wants, so he left, but he came back. And KD, I don't even know what to say about his situation.
In the climate we're staying in right now, right? And as JJ Redick is on his team, right? A vet, a seasoned vet who has other aspirations outside of basketball, who's doing great. Do you think a vet is going to be like, hey, this team is doing very great for you. You should stay, even though, you're wasting all your talent. And, you think a vet is going to, he ain't JJ ain't brainwashed. He went on live TV and said, New Orleans did him wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think the team is going to stay. Me personally, I don't think the team is going to stay bad. I think the team does just fine. I don't think the team stays bad like it is.
2 years, how you let the same team beat you? You won one more game.
I think that the curve is getting ready to bend. I don't think that the man Mark Cuban knows that he's got to keep Luka. He'll do what he got to do. I don't see the team staying right here where it's at.
I understand that. I'm just saying we have to, or not us, because we're just fans. I feel like the organization needs to take up the mindset we have that Luka is not the same. Like you need to happy wife, happy life. Do not
play with it. Do not assume anything. We know what the previous numbers or the previous scenarios have suggested, but the Mavs are in no condition to sit there and even play with it. Get your ass in gear. Get guys here that can help build something.
What
we can't assume nothing.
I respect what both of you were saying, though. Don't get me wrong. I respect what both of you were saying, though. Don't get it twisted. I respect it.
Mavs got to realize now, all the viewers, I don't want to, but what white boy dropped 46 on some black dude consistently? You know, like, I'm just being real. Like, you know, like, besides Dirk, he's European, you know. He's European, but what?
Somehow this has come out. Cuban just said he's not getting rid of Rick.
Wow, hell no. Let me see this. Let me see this. Let me see
what's being reported.
I gotta see this tweet. How do we know that? Because
Ajaje just said that it just came in that Rick. However, though,
but I mean, he's not gonna come out and say, "Oh, we're gonna fire him." So
yeah, of course not.
You know, but
I don't buy into none of that. Give me the offseason to figure it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, it might be one of them things where we find he come back and say, "Well, Rick Carlisle stepped down."
exactly. You know, just like Terry Scott's, he stepped down. You know what I mean? So
he stepped down.
But we all know he got fired because he was on the hot seat all season. You know what I mean?
We agreed to mutually part ways.
Exactly. So
hey, man, thank you. Oh, he said Mark Cuban. Hold on, here he goes.
Mark Cuban tells ESPN that he would not consider a coaching change. Let me tell you how I look at coaching. You don't make it. I mean, so
unless you have someone that you know, it's much better. The grass is rarely greener on the other side.
That's true, because there is no there. Now I will say there is not a better coach than Rick right now. But we just have to. We just have to try, bro. Like we just have to.
Okay, so if he's saying that basically me and Cuban is falling on the sword, saying this is my fault. That's what he's telling me. That's what you're telling me, Cuban. If you're saying, well, I'm not firing Rick because the grass ain't green on the other side, you basically, Cuban, you telling on yourself.
But we have to give the Mavs credit because who wouldn't jump on that KP trade? Like, it just didn't fall through. It didn't fall through.
I'm not upset that. Hey, man, thank you for joining us these past couple nights, man. And we will be back. We don't. You say no on the Cowboys?
No, I don't watch football because I can't. I've been off the Cowboys because the Mavs and the Cowboys. Come on now, I can't do that. I got 2 kids now. Mavs. If y'all do football, you know that's on y'all because you already know what the Cowboys go. Another this.
Yeah. So, hey, but thank you though, man. We appreciate you just last one. Such has got to be our last one, man. But we appreciate it. Man.
Hey, but off season go be live. I hope y'all do a draft or you know.
Oh, we definitely gonna do a draft show.
We get that ticker that Damian Lillard chose to come here.
Oh God, he's not coming here. Stop that. Hey man, you take care, man.
All right, you too.
The next guy, he's been waiting in here for a minute. I see him in here. Let's bring him up on the screen, Billy. I don't know if Billy fell off the screen or what, but Cash is here. What's going on, Cash?
I already know what you're saying, man. Bricks.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Bricks.
We can't hear him. I don't know if he's too far away from it. Can you
hear me? Sorry, I'm over the house.
We can't hear him. We can't hear you at all, Cash. You might have to take the mic and move close to your face. We can't hear you at all. Let's see. Can we hear you? Hold on. Okay, try it now. No, it's real choppy. Come off and come back in.
right.
While he does that, let's get Malcolm back. We had finished up what Malcolm was saying. All right, Malcolm, we got you back. What were you saying earlier?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you good now.
Yes, sir.
So if Rick is coming back, then do you try to trade Brunson, bring back Jay Richardson, see if we can get something from him, because he's going to take that player option, and I think we can shake up the whole roster and just trade, because I don't think no free agent other than a foreign player is going to come out. I think we really have to go strong this offseason and go find somebody, you know what I'm saying, and bring them here, you know what I'm saying, because Luka has to have that rim protector, because we see what Boban did. It's just Boban is too slow, and then I feel like if we can get somebody that can have enough size and play that pick and roll what Powell does, and just let KP figure a way. Rick needs to get out of his ass and let this man come back with a full off season and just attack it, because Rick has to do something. He has to change his scheme. He's gonna have to change something. He has to.
Hey man, thank you for joining us, man. We're gonna get over here to these Rick Carlisle. This Rick Carlisle interview real quick, man.
Love the contact, man.
Appreciate it, Malcolm. You make some good points.
I'll be on when y'all do the Cowboys.
No doubt, man.
Oh, okay. We appreciate it. Appreciate it. See that, Billy? Everybody wants us to this Cowboys thing, man. Everybody wants this Cowboys post-game show. Might have to give it to them.
But I
let's
hear
get over
man.
here.
I may retire, man.
Yeah, what's that?
No, I may have to retire, man. I have to give it a thought, man. I am a man of the people, so I may renege on that. But yeah, let's see what Rick has to say.
Let's hear what Rick has to say real quick.
Coach, would you like to start?
Yeah, we're very disappointed with the result of the series, obviously. I thought through the course of it, there was a lot of growth, a lot of very valuable experience, but losing in the first round is something that we don't like doing. And so I do think there were some strides made. I think there were some positive things that have come out of the last couple of weeks. Today, their hot shooting from three was probably the story of the game. We didn't have a great day shooting the ball. I thought we competed very well. We just didn't play as well as we needed to. And so that was, in my view, the biggest thing here. So once again, I think all in all, there were many positives to this season, but not as many as we'd like.
Okay, we will start with Tim McMahon.
Tim McMahon, ESPN. Rick, what do you think Luka proved in this series? And, when you have a player of that caliber, what do you think the next steps are to, get to a situation where he's making deep playoff runs? You guys are making deep playoff runs with him.
And even before this series started, I think he's proven he's a top 5 player in the world. This series certainly validates that. And, we've just got to keep building the team around him. This is going to be an important offseason on many levels. We've got a lot of guys that are free agents or that have opt-ins or opt-outs of their deals. So there's a chance that there will be a lot of change, but we don't know. And so time will tell on a lot of that stuff. But Luka's an amazing player. I don't think there's anybody that would dispute that. And we've just got to keep moving this team forward. And off season will be big.
Callie?
Callie Kaplan, Dallas Morning News. Rick, you mentioned those strides that the team has made. Where do you see, I guess, the most growth over this course of the stretch run at the end of the regular season and in this playoffs?
Well, a lot of it is just the experience of getting in a highly intense series that is got all the usual stuff in the playoffs. Personal things, chippy things, all that kind of stuff. Playing the same team 2 years in a row. Our guys are realizing what rivalries, what makes rivalries in this league. I believe that they are seeing the number of little things that you have to do well to be able to advance. And so, it's a process. These things take some time. But I think that there were some valuable things that came out of this series, and that came out of the series in the bubble last year as well.
Dwayne Price.
Dwayne Price, Mavs.com. Rick, in Game 6, the Clippers only got 4 points from their bench. Today, they got 27 points from their bench. What surprised you about their bench play today?
Yeah, their bench stepped up and had a great game. Look, we saw everything in this series. We saw, massive lineup changes. Beverly started the first 2 games and then hardly played, the rest of the series. We made significant lineup changes. There's a lot of ebbs and flows. There's a lot going on in a 7-game playoff series that goes 7 games. But I thought, in the first half, Rondo hit a 3, and then Mann hit 2 threes, and then Kennard hit a couple in the second half, and when role players step up like that, those are difference making type situations. So their guys did a good job. We just didn't have a good day overall. I mean, Luka had a great individual day. I thought KP played very well, and look, I've been really encouraged by the last 3 games of this series with KP's. His defense has taken great strides. He looks like he's finally healthy. He's moving well. He's shooting the ball well. He's just playing the game well, and so that's a very encouraging thing. Finney-Smith had an amazing year. Hardaway had a great year. And we had a lot of guys that are bench guys that have had really good years too. But we've got guys that are banged up. Kleber's just not been right. Been a very difficult year for him. There's always been some nagging thing. So this is an important year for him to get himself healthy. So I go right down the list. I mean, everybody's given us something really important this year. But today's a disappointment. I mean, there's no 2 ways about that. We're not happy about losing.
Okay, we'll do a couple more. Mac
Engel, Fort Worth Star-Telegram. Rick, given your timeline with the franchise, you've been here forever. You haven't had a playoff win since 2011. Why do you feel like you're the right guy to continue on and lead this franchise in the future?
That's a question you'll have to ask Mark. I obviously do. But I'd text him and see what he has to say about it.
Brad Townsend.
Yeah, Rick, Brad Townsend, Dallas Morning News. In the NBA's 75-year history, obviously there's never been a season where COVID hit teams, and you guys were hit pretty hard, very hard, as a matter of fact. When you look back and you start making these evaluations on what happened this season, how can you factor in the COVID factor and what this team might have been had that happened, the potential of it, and maybe how that wasn't realized?
Yeah, that's a profound question that I think a lot of teams could be asked, and it was a constant this year. I mean, every day you were reminded of it, with, multiple testing on game days, head coaches after the All-Star game were tested on game days as well. That led to us being able to not have masks on during the playoffs if we were fully vaccinated as head coaches. But there was always a reminder of it. And while it seems like we're getting to the other side of it, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. That said, I mean, the NBA has done some amazing things, to make the bubble work and to make this season work. And so, it looks, as round one comes to a close here, that this thing is gonna come in for a safe landing as well, with another champion being crowned. So, hats off to them. So much has progressed and so much has happened through all this, and we've all learned a tremendous amount.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Oh boy, the balls on Mac Ingle to ask that question. Oh, what? Oh, I'm sorry, Billy. My bad. Man, the balls on Mac Ingle to answer that question. Whoa.
Yeah, if I heard him correctly, he asked Rick and start cutting in and out, but he said something along the lines of what makes you feel like you're the man to lead this team or something like that. It was about his future. And did Rick say he was going to send a text to somebody or something? What did
No, he said you have to text him and ask him. I don't know.
Oh,
but Cuban, yeah, but now Cuban has come out, and I do have it right here up on my phone from this is from Tim McMahon, who said Mark Cuban tells ESPN he will not consider a coaching change. Let me tell you how I look at coaching. You don't make a change to make a change unless you have someone that is much, much, much better. The grass is rarely green on the other side. So basically saying we ain't been talking to no coaches, so we ain't got nobody replacement.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom line is this too, man. You don't want to kick a man when he's down, man. That's classless. I mean, people, it's disgusting to me, man. It's the part of the media that I really hate, man. We're so quick to want to kick them when they're down. Rick just lost a tough playoff series. Regardless of whether you like him or not, man, he's a man. He deserves that level of dignity and respect. So even if Mark does want to make a change, he's going to do that while the man is in the middle of a situation, man. People just need to calm down.
All right, let's get to Luka real quick. Let's hear what he had to say after the game.
All right. Thank you, Luka. We will start with Kevin Gray.
Kevin Gray, 105 through the fan. Luka, obviously not the way that you wanted to see this season end, and this is a close-knit group. For you, what do you believe this team needs to do to take the next step forward, whether it be personnel-wise or something different to go into next season?
I think that's a question you should ask the guys that makes the team, right? I'm just a player here, But we gave everything I think we played great. We gave everything. I'm really proud of this team. Obviously, I hate losing. We hate losing, but I'm proud of my team.
Rachel Nichols.
Hey, Luka. Now that you've had a second run through the NBA playoffs, what have you learned about playing in this league at this time of year?
I mean, there's always you learn, different stuff. But just the playoffs is different than the regular season, And Game7 is the toughest game. You got to give everything. Today wasn't the result we wanted, but we'll come back next year.
Thanks, Luka. Appreciate it.
Tim McMahon.
Luka, obviously, I know you care about winning, not numbers, but the numbers you've put up in this series were ridiculous. What do you think you've been able to prove in this series and even last year in the playoffs?
I mean, nothing yet. We've been in the playoffs twice since I'm there. We lost both times, so nothing yet. you get paid to win. So we didn't do it.
Brad Townsend.
Yeah, look, Brad Townsend, Dallas Morning News. Last year against the Clippers, you guys never led in the series. This time you were up 2-0, had 3 games at home. Do you feel like when you look back at this series, are you going to look back at it as one that got away?
I mean, you're going to look – every series you lose, then, you know, you're going to think like that, you know, what we could do better, which games we will win. But that's in the past, you know, we got to look forward in the next season and get the mistakes out.
Okay, Kyle.
Kyle Goon, Southern California News Group. Luka, I was wondering, at the end there, was Paul George trying to exchange jerseys with you? And as a follow-up, you know, what does it mean to you to obviously you played a longer series this time, but to lose to the same team in back-to-back years?
The first one, yeah, we did. I sent one after, you know, in the locker room. And the second one, you know, it's tough when it's the same rival. You obviously don't want to lose again. And like I say, you know, we have to come back next year, look at these playoffs, what we did good, what we did wrong, and just keep going from there.
Okay, we'll do 2 in Spanish now. Pedro.
Thank you. Pedro Silva, Univision Dallas. Luka,
all right, that was Luka. I don't know what happened to Billy, but let's go over to KP real quick and hear what he had to say.
We will start with Brad Townsend.
Yeah, hey, KP, this is Brad Townsend, Dallas Morning News. Obviously, you guys did take the lead here in the third quarter. Why do you think it got away from you so quickly? And, you know, when you look back on this series, what do you think are going to be the biggest regrets?
Hey, Brad, how you doing? The third quarter run, I mean, it's a game of runs. You know, we made our run. We started off hot from the 3. Dodo hit a shot right away. Tim hit a shot in transition. And Luka made a play, and that was 8 points, and it was a tie game, and they called the timeout. We were still able to be there for a little bit, but then later on they made a little run and went up 5. We called the timeout, and that was it. It's a game of runs, and those things are going to happen. And they shot the ball really well from 3 today. We fought as hard as we could, and sometimes shots go in, sometimes they don't. And tonight, you know, was one of those nights where we could have made more shots from the outside. Although we did play pretty good basketball, I feel like. And yeah, biggest regret. Good question. I don't think I have the answer to it.
Okay, Kevin Gray.
Kevin Gray, 105 through the fan. KP, as you assess what has happened, obviously in a disappointing loss here, how would you assess how this team handled themselves throughout the season in terms of the adversity you guys went through to get to this point, but still not getting where you wanted to go at the end of this season?
Yeah, looking back at the whole season and even last season altogether, it kind of feels like one super long year with the bubble, and then especially for myself also because of the meniscus, and I had to get that fixed, and then I started the season late without practices, and all those things kind of adding up, and it's been an up and down year. COVID, a lot of guys out. We didn't start the year off playing well, or at least our record didn't show it. We had a tough schedule early on, and then as the season went on, we got into a better rhythm and got more wins together, and ended up more or less where we expected ourselves to be, but we could have even probably finished. If we had a little more luck, we could have probably finished even in a better spot, a better seed. But that's how it goes, and it's been an interesting year.
Tim McMahon.
Tim McMahon, ESPN. KP, how do you feel about your fit with this franchise moving forward?
Good question, Tim. How do I feel? I mean, I'm good. I try to put in the work, try to work hard, do my part, listen to the coaches, what I'm asked for to do. and that's it. I try to keep it simple for myself, so I'm not overthinking things, and I try to focus on what I can control, and that's being a better basketball player, going into the off season hungry, wanting to get better physically on the basketball court, and I'm going to put that work in to get better, and then the rest of the stuff will resolve itself. So I try to focus on what I can control.
Tim Cato.
Hey, KP, Tim Cato with The Athletic. In the same way, we talked a lot about how you adapted how you were playing on the court for this series because you felt it was the best way for the team to win. I assume that going forward, the role you played in the past few games isn't the role that you would want to play with this team. Is that true? And what do you see your role on the basketball court with this team going forward?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about that. I've been so in the moment and so locked in on winning the series and doing, as I said, doing my part and just working hard on the court, offensively and defensively, and doing what I'm asked to do. Of course, there was a little bit of a mental battle because that's not what I'm used to doing and where I'm most comfortable at. But I kind of went back a little bit to my mindset in my rookie year, where it's just offensive rebound, play hard on defense, run the court, and then do all the little things that how I can affect the game. And that's what I try to do in this series. And and whatever I do, it seems like it's always something. So.
Okay,
I just try to be as professional as I can.
We'll do one more in English and then two in Spanish. Mike Leslie.
KP, Mike Leslie from WFAA. What do you feel like this roster needs in order to take that next step? What's the piece that you feel like is missing for this team?
Sorry, I didn't mean that about the team, the previous one, when I said that last sentence.
No, I'm just saying, what do you feel like this team needs in order to take that next step? What's the missing piece of the puzzle for this team to become more than a first round exit?
Good question. I don't know. That's again something that is not really my job. I don't know. People up here are really smart and they'll make the right decisions to for this franchise to move forward, and that's it. I'm here to play as good as I can and do my part and help my teammates and help this organization go forward.
Okay, and we'll go to Spanish with Pedro.
Thank you. Pedro Silva, Univision Dallas. Kristaps, ¿qué crees que faltó para ganar esta serie? Y también, ¿te sentiste cómodo en tu rol en esta serie? ¿O crees que podías aportar más?
Nos faltó a lo mejor un poco de suerte en algunos momentos. Lo hemos dado todo. Luka ha tenido una serie increíble, ha metido tiros de todas las posiciones de un pie y de todo. Lo ha hecho de todo. Y bueno, lo hemos llevado a 7 partidos. Ha sido una serie muy competitiva, muy dura. Ellos son un equipo muy físicos y con experiencia, pero lo hemos dado todo y hemos estado muy cerca de ganar la serie. Pero bueno, hemos tenido un poquito de suerte y a aprender y a crecer y a seguir.
Okay, and last one, Eric Mora.
Hola KP, Eric Mora de Telemundo Dallas. ¿Cómo ves tu futuro? ¿Cuál es tu visualización respecto a tu futuro?
All right. Big shout out to him. But let's go to Finney Smith to wrap this up real quick, and then I'm going to get to Cash here once Dorian finishes up.
Oh, man. Thank you, Joe.
Dang.
Start the record, and we will start with Kevin Gray.
Kevin Gray, 105 through the fan. Dorian, obviously a disappointing end to this series. How would you assess the way this team fought throughout this series to get to this point, even though it didn't end the way that you wanted it to?
It just show the characteristics of this team, man. It came down to the first team that went at home, and there was that team that they got us at home, but we stood together. Tonight they were just a better team.
Eddie Sefko.
Eddie Sefko, Mavs.com. Dorian, what did you think of the way a couple of maybe unexpected guys like Kennard and Terrence Mann came through for them?
Yeah, they was great for them off the bench. When they got 24 points, and they ain't been scoring that much this series. It's kind of tough. They points we kind of ain't count for, but they did a good job of being ready off the bench. New Kennard, he probably played 17 minutes total, and he came out here and had a great game. So hats off to them.
Brad Townsend.
Yeah, hey Dorian, Brad Townsend, Dallas Morning News. The Clippers were favored going into the series, and they were favored in each game. But I wonder if when you look back on this series, are you going to look back on it as one that got away, considering you guys did have the 2-0 lead and then lost 3 games at home?
I feel like, shit. It was up 2-0. I think we all feel like we should have won the series. If anybody come in and say they don't think we should have won, then they're crazy. But shoot, we just couldn't find a way to win at home, man. Our crowd did a great job. The city did a great job of bringing the energy. We just ain't had it at home.
All right, Kyle Goon.
Hey, Dorian. Kyle Goon from Southern California News Group. Even though this was still the same results against the same team, did you feel like you saw Luka grow in any particular way as sort of the team leader in this series as opposed to last year?
I would say this series compared to last year, he definitely was a lot more talkative than he was last year. Being a leader that we need him to be. Especially being one of the best guy on our team. So he did a good job. He brought it every time. He had a great series, man. He had 46. 46 and 14. What else can you ask for him?
And last question, Dwayne Price. Dwayne?
Dwayne Price, Mavs.com. Dorian, could you tell us what happened in the latter part of the third quarter when they ended the third quarter on that 24-4 run?
I can't even recall because I got in foul trouble. So I was kind of mad at I picked up them soft fouls, especially during the closeout game. But they made shots. Marcus Morris shot the ball well, and then Reggie Jackson hit some big shots. So they just take off your heads to them. They figured it out and got to win at home.
All right, thank you, Dorian.
Well, that was it for the interviews. Let's get to Cash real quick.
So, can you hear me now?
What's going on, Cash? I can hear you good now. What's going on, Cash?
Yeah, I found out what it was. I had my Bluetooth on.
Oh, okay. What's up, man?
Yeah, and man? I was like, where's Billy at? Because y'all were talking about earlier that nobody will take the ball out of Luka's hands. Well, there's only one guy that would, and it would work with Rick Carlisle because he's a veteran. But he plays over in Miami, and I don't know if they'll let him go. I can't think of his name. But him and Luka are best friends. That's the only way. Yes, that's the only way it would work in Rick Carlisle's system. But
they had the opportunity to get him, and they didn't for the Chris Paul trade. And now Miami's locked him up, so he's not going anywhere.
But that'd be the only way. And then you need a dominant center. You got to get a dominant center, man. You got to.
They need a 3-and-D guy. They need a guy who's just going to pull up.
Too. They need both of them.
That's all they need. They need a straight 3-and-D guy.
Because all I saw today was bricks, more bricks. 10 brick away, brick. I mean, all I saw, man, is just 10 brick away.
Well, I seen John Brown say he wants Jason Kidd. Well, Rick Carlisle, I'm sorry, not Rick Carlisle. Mark Cuban cleared that up. There will be no coaching change for the Dallas Mavericks. None.
But I could see Josh. I call him now Josh Brickerson horrible, gone. College Stein probably gone.
Well, they're stuck with him because he's got an opt-in. They're stuck with Richardson. No, Richardson. Richardson's gonna be here. He's gonna be here another. Yeah, he's gonna be here another year. He got to opt out and opt in. So he's probably gonna opt in to get that money.
I hope not. Horrible. Maxi Brigger gone. Need to be gone.
3 games with 0 points.
Yep. And then last game, coach put him in. No rhythm. His first shot blocked. I'm just like, no, man. Why are you bringing these guys in that have no rhythm and they're cold? Why? Like tonight, Trey Burke. Trey Burke over Bucket Brunson. Horrible. This is.
And Dwight Powell. And over Depot.
Well, I saw Powell get some good boards. And I think he had a putback layup. I don't remember. I think he had a putback layup, but
my thing is, if you're gonna take Boban out, you got to put Dwight Powell in. Those two supposed. You don't go. You don't go
different if it's not working. If it's not working, do something different.
You don't bring in Trey Burke and take away minutes from Dwight Powell and Jalen Brunson. I'm sorry.
You know, that's I don't know what he's thinking. Oh, and then the Mavericks.
Want me to tell you what happened? You want me to tell you what happened? As I just told Frosty a few minutes ago, he started coaching to not lose the game instead of coaching the winning game.
Clown Carlisle. And then the one thing that kept hurting them, they kept playing 2-3 zone, and they kept letting Marcus Morris hit him again and again and again, and Reggie Jackson for 3 again and again and again. It's like, you see, it's not working. Do man defense, something.
Well, not even that. Luka stopped being aggressive, and I was telling him, I don't know if you saw at the beginning. I've noticed this about him when he misses free throws. When he misses free throws, he stops attacking the basket. It's straight. He starts selling for jump shots because he don't want none of that. He don't want no part of that free throw line.
And man, after that game, I was pissed. I said, I hope they change this roster. The way it's constructed, it's like Luka and a bunch of G Leagues. This guy needs help, man.
And the offense for floor spacing is spread out to get him to do what he needs to do on the court. That's why KP just stands out on the outside, because if he clogs up the lane and stands in there, Luka can't attack the basket and do what he needs to do.
Don't get me started on him. I don't even want to talk about him.
My thing is, I'm not even mad at him, because Rick came out and explained what the deal with him was. You know, Rick is like, this series, it's not designed for him to get shot. We're not looking for him to get shots and get going.
If he does, he does. Yeah.
Yeah, but he said the whole thing of this series is floor spacing. I just need him to space the floor, and he followed
yeah.
too.
One more. JJ Redick would have been nice. Oh wait, injured. Like every player we get injury. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm disappointed. Like, what did you really expect from this team? Having a bunch of G League players, and then you have one of the best players in the world, Luka Doncic. But you know, it is what it is. I guess I'm disappointed, because I really thought they're gonna win it up 2-0, up 2-0.
I don't care what Billy says. You don't go up 2-0 on the team and lose. I don't give a damn about none of the other stuff. You got 2-0. You're supposed to put your foot on their necks and go get it. And that means you lost 4 straight. You lost 4 straight games, Cash. That means they lost 4 straight games.
No, they won. They won game.
You're right.
They won game 5.
They didn't win game 5. You're right. I'm sorry. Well, you didn't lose them straight, but you lost 4 games.
Yeah. And I don't care what anybody says. To me, Finney Smith's an average defender. He's not elite. He's not an elite player. He's not no defensive stopper that we think he is. He's average. Like I saw in game 6. All Kawhi Leonard had to do was with the ball was move his feet twice, dribble, shake his feet, and got him. And it's like, come on, man.
Game 6, when he had the ball, you just had to get the women and children out the house, because it was on fire and it was crumbling.
I'm saying all Leonard had to do was shake his feet twice against Finney Smith jump shot. I'm just like, can we get some real defenders like Gm7 Jay Crowder. I watched that Phoenix series, the last game.
We had him already. Remember, we traded him for Rondo. He wasn't fit here.
But hold on. The fight in Jay Crowder that I saw in that closeout game is what Dallas needs. He blocked LeBron James once, and then back down the court again. He made it a jump ball at the end of that game.
I don't know, man.
That's the fight. That's the kind of fight we need in an actual 3-and-D wing, man. Some pride in yourself. Where's the pride?
Well, listen, man. I do want to thank you for joining us in all these post-game shows that we did. It was real needed. Thankfully, I greatly appreciate it, man. Hopefully, we'll be back next season. There's talks of a Cowboys post-game show, but yeah, man, definitely, man. Me and Billy definitely appreciate everything you gave us.
Y'all should do like a off seasons like a off season acquisition interviews and like
we got the show. We got the show for that already. We don't have to do anything. We got the show for that on Tuesday and Thursday nights.
Yeah, I was wondering where Billy went because I was going to tell him that the only way that this will work in a Rick Carlisle system is if we get somebody to have Luka play off the ball with a dominant center, to take pressure off him. A dominant center, maybe Nurkic. Nurkic from Portland.
He stay hurt too much for me. He worse than KP. He stay hurt too much for me. He worse than KP when it comes to injury.
And Jokic would be perfect, but he ain't coming. That's the only problem.
And he's slow. He's extremely slow.
Oh, I didn't realize that. But
yeah, he's extremely
Jokic would be the man with Luka, but he ain't leaving Denver.
No, they already locked him up too. But hey, man, thanks, man. We'll as we always say, if we don't see you around, then we'll see you around, man.
Yeah, go Mavs.
Again, this is probably the last Mavs post-game episode because the season is over with. We did have a winner of the raffle, Mr. Alejandra Guerrero. I've sent you a message already. If you can send me back one, you did win the raffle. You do get the Luka jersey. Just hit me up, send me info, and I will get that jersey over to you. But yeah, man, thank you everybody who tuned in and stuck with us and stayed up with us at 1 and 2 in the morning while we did this. As I said, there's talks of a Cowboys post-game show, so we'll keep you tuning in on that. But with all that, you can join me, Billy Tobosh, and EA every Tuesday and Thursday night, right here on Facebook, Twitter. We don't do Twitch and YouTube on there, but Facebook and Twitter. Follow me, Walt Chisholm, on Facebook. You can follow me at QB Broadcaster on Twitter. If you want to keep up with us, you can follow the show. It is Business on Twitter. And search Best for Business on Facebook, and you can search BFB DFW BFB Mavs on YouTube, and subscribe to the page as we post the show in there every week. But yeah, join us on Tuesday and Thursday nights. We'll be back hopefully for Cowboy season, and also we definitely be back for Mavs season. So thanks to everybody that tuned in and joined us in the for the broadcast. Hey, keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars. Always do what's best for business. And if we don't see you around, then we'll see you around.